You see, it's just funny to have my Loki stuff behind me when I'm going to be talking about Critical Role. I just think it's funny. I would have had my Critical Role stuff behind me, but the lamp is here. And then that's a whole thing to do, and my body hurts, so we're not doing that. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I do my Jester Lavorre makeup. I'm not going to show the whole cosplay. If you want to see the whole cosplay, I have a Geek Fest video where I wore the whole thing. There's some photos here and here of I love that. I'm sorry, hold on. I love that I'm like it's here and here and here and here, and I hate editing. I hate doing that. When I'm in editing, I'm like, this sucks. Why did I do this to myself? But then I still do it anyway. I'm wearing the Critical Role hoodie because this was my little treat from working so hard at my workplace. But yeah, I cosplayed Jester Lavorre not too long ago, and I never show how I did the makeup, so I would love to show you guys here how I did the makeup because I think I did it in a really creative way. I'm also going to show you guys the earrings, the wig, and how I kind of styled it, and of course you'll see photos of the full cosplay when the time comes. So I hope you guys enjoy this another Critical Role makeup video. I think I'm going to start a collection at this point. If you're new, my name is Michaela, my username is Athena149, and everywhere I am cosplayer of many things, so if you want to subscribe, follow, or stay up to date with my background stuff, go for it. I do live streams, I do a lot of gaming, as well as my cosplay. I like making content, I'm doing this for fun, so. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, we're doing it over here. I wish I could do it like with my iPhone camera, but my iPhone camera just does not have enough storage to record a whole makeup tutorial. Also, I need everybody to know that I was like, oh, I'll record it within like a couple days of like the first part, and then I just thought about it and I was like, well, if I do it now and do all my editing tomorrow, I could upload it on Sunday. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm very excited. This is how I do my Jester, and you can expect me probably doing a Jester gaming video because I will not be wanting to take it off. Again, I'm not doing the full outfit. I'm just going to be doing like a very basic. I am going to be painting my chest a little bit just because the outfit that I have in mind is gonna like involve chest being painted. I'm not gonna do her tattoo because I don't really know how to do that one that well. I'm not good at drawing hands on myself because it's two hands going like this, and I'm not good at that unless I would have somebody who's artistically talented helping me. But yeah, be glad that I'm doing this now. I understand how ridiculous I look, by the way. This is my little bunny ears my mom got for me when I do my skin routine. But today I was like, well, I'm going to be using body foundation, colorful foundation. On the camera, it looks a lot lighter, but that's because this camera is very like, oh dear, wow, 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 wow. Very like, I don't know, it washes me out a lot, unfortunately, but I'm still using it because it works. But I am using this one. It also could just be my monitor being pale. But yeah, it works. I think I said it in my vlog, my Geek Fest vlog, that it works. Could you focus on me, please? Could you focus on me? Also, please ignore my mess. Ignore it. You don't see it. You only see the prettiness that is the chaos of the walls. But like I was sweating all day because I had my layers and it was hot. It was hotter than usual and it did not budge. So I recommend. I'm not sponsored, but I recommend. I also wanted to show off this guy right here. You can get this little thing at Michael's. Yeah, you can get this at Michael's. The chain I already have because I like to collect. Hello? Because I like to collect chains and I like to swap chains on my different necklaces. But this is a little locket. I got it at Michael's. I don't know if it's still there, but I got it at Michael's because I was like, well, I want to do a Jester cosplay one day, so that. I'm going to be showing now what I'm using because I always forget throughout the video and I hate doing the Photoshop thing. So I'm going to be using this for like my contour and little sparkly bits. I've had this for way too long and should probably throw it out, but I never use it. It doesn't have an expiration date, so it's called Avant-Garde. Oh. I also use this because I absolutely love it. I'm just talking this whole time looking like a bunny rabbit. That's what's gonna get the views, not the cosplay. The fact that I look like this. I wanted to get the blue one, but then I didn't have money. So I use a lot of NYX products because they're good for my skin. So are you NYX? You are NYX. I'm using this as lipstick. I know it's eyeshadow, but I'm using this as lipstick just because it's just I don't know, it just fits better, and I'm going to use it for like an under eye moment. This is the eyeliner I use every day. That's my basic eyeliner. The mascara that I use every day. I need to get more. And then this is what I'm going to be using for the freckles. And you'll see how I do it in a second, especially with the voiceover. And that should be it. So let's get into it. I could have sworn I muted this thing. I'm sorry. I could have sworn. So the reason I'm doing this makeup tutorial is because we got these stills, and I think today as I'm editing this we might get a trailer, but I need you to know that this man right here, this man is my husband. I need you to understand. I am obsessed with how he looks in this trailer. He looks so good. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. Anyway, onto the actual tutorial of this. So honest to goodness, it's not that hard to just get the base layer on with Sunset, what is it called? Foundation. You really only need one layer, and hold on, I need you all to watch me have this mini panic attack that I might be out of foundation. I'm like, no, there's still some in there. It's still heavy. And then I had the hamster bottle it. And then I went to town. So yeah, I really only do one layer with the Sunset Foundation because it is, as I say, it's a foundation. So it's a little thicker, but once you get used to it, you honestly don't feel like it's there. And yes, the day after, I am still a little stained blue, but it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's not like I have an event to go to after this. It's fine. It's not like I work on the weekends and that I might be stained a little blue. So only one layer. The camera really makes it look like I'm paler than I am. It's actually more of a darker blue. And the blue really like meshes well with the wig, so it makes it not look as dark. I am a mixture of Alan Cummings in that X-Men movie, the Blue Man Group, and a Smurf. I'm just looking at myself, I'm like, oh, why do you go to sleep when I am recording? I don't understand you. Now I gotta like F up my recording and make sure I'm in like a Google Doc so it doesn't go to sleep and it still registers that I'm doing something. You're silly. Alright, anyway. And then I try to change it in settings to change it to make sure it doesn't shut off every 10 minutes. But it's like, oh, it's so stupid. Anyway, I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. That legitimately took me like for a one layer. And yes, it comes off a little bit, so you're gonna have to be careful. Probably get some setting spray. It took me like 6 minutes. I'm very fast. I don't play around. Alright, next to contouring and eyeshadow. So yes, on to contouring. What's wrong with me? Why can't I open it? Alright, there we go. Anyway, so next is contouring. I'm using the middle one for my contour. In hindsight, I feel like I should have used the eyeball part, if that makes sense, just because I think that would have matched a little bit better. But whenever you're contouring with any kind of like body paint, you're going to want to do like a shade darker than the body paint that you're using, even if it's like a burnt, like say you're painting yourself orange, which I have in the past with one of my tieflings. You would just have to use like a darker orange, and if you want to use highlighter, you can use either a glittery orange or a yellow. But yeah, as you can see here, I kind of went too dark on my contour, so I just went back over it with my foundation brush to kind of give it that same look that my Laudna look did. Right here, I'm using the same shade for my contouring for my eye. And don't feel frustrated if you get like fingerprints underneath your eyes, you can always go back over it with the foundation brush. That's what I've done. I've had to do a couple times with this cosplay. I'm using the lighter blue that's like close to white glitter for the inside of my eye to try to give it that like highlighter look. It doesn't quite translate as well because I have hooded eyes, so it's a little difficult for me to like do proper makeup looks, but I do what I can. Here I am putting a little bit of darker eyeshadow on my lips, so there's a differentiation of, yeah, because that's how you say that word. There's a difference between the skin, oh my, can I speak? No. There's a difference between the skin tone and the lip skin tone, so there's just that differentiation. That's not how you say that word. Here I'm doing my eyeliner that I've done in so many other videos, but I like to show, especially here because I do Jester's eyeliner a little differently. I do like an inner wing as well to kind of give off that like demon vibe. I've done it for all my tieflings because I just think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool look. I think you'll see with the other eye that I'm like fighting for my life to not water and cry. Here is how I do my freckles for Jester. I get a eyeliner brush and I just dab it onto the lipstick very lightly and I just go to town, basically. Very light little dots as to not smudge them but to still give them that circular look. It gives it a very cartoony look in my opinion. It's not very realistic, but that's fine. It really works for this cosplay. And you'll see me do it in a little bit, but if the freckles look too dark, again, like if anything, with anything, you can just go over with it with the foundation again. I tried this time to kind of have it like go all over my face instead of just like sanctioned to my cheeks and nose. It looked alright in my opinion. I feel like I could have done better for this tutorial, but I did what I did, and you are still tutored by me on how I did this makeup. I just go over it again with foundation and very simple there. And now I'm going over to do the lips with the eyeshadow, the glitter eyeshadow that I bought ages ago. And as you can see, it just really just gives it a lip gloss look without having the lip gloss like smudge business. And the eyeshadow really like sticks on. And then I of course clean it and I use it for under my eyes, and it just gives it that little like extra little pop of highlighter under the eyes, gives it a little air of innocence that Jester sometimes imitates. And then this is the full look. There's definitely areas where I'm like, I could have done better here and there, but this was for a tutorial, not for me going to a con. But yeah, I look very blue. Queen. Ah, slay. Yes. But yeah, I'm gonna get into the cosplay, and I shall see you guys then. Jester Lavorre is very blurry. Why are you so blurry? Oh, now my monitor doesn't want to work. What is this? Now I look so blotchy. But this is the Jester Lavorre that doesn't want to focus. My really bad impression because I haven't done any warm-ups. Why aren't you? It's like, that's not a person, that's blue. Let's focus on me. There we go. So I decided on, I was gonna do a purple flannel because I love my purple flannel, and then I was like, that doesn't make sense with the Traveler. So I was like, okay, green would be super cool. And then of course I'm wearing this. It's very like college dorm Jester. I didn't want to look for my ears because it already took me 10 minutes to find these and then 10 minutes to find the plug-in part for my ring light. So I was like, I don't have time to do that. But yeah, this is Jester. This is just Jester. Little Jester Lavorre. Originally this wig was curly, but then I straightened it and I tried to curl it again, as you can see, but it kind of works, especially when you brush it correctly. I have part of it pulled back right now because I was like, it's too puffy and don't feel like brushing. So yeah, this is Jester Lavorre. Just a cute, you know, just a cute little blue tiefling. I'm definitely gonna be playing some sort of game as Jester because it's another moment of, it took me only a few minutes to put this on and I don't want to take it off. So I'm gonna get all my recordings worth of this cosplay. Now it's just trying to figure out what game to play, but I feel like we all know what I'll be playing. Jester, I hope you enjoyed the pictures, and you know, my god is super cool, you guys. The Traveler, you should totally like follow him. He's super cool. Yeah, I'm very excited for the Mighty Nein series. I love Jester very, very much. Funny enough, she's actually like, my favorite character is Caleb Widogast, but I love Jester because she's super cool and she's funny and she's a source of joy and she's just as authentically herself. And that's inspiring. So thank you, Laura Bailey, for making another amazing character. Yeah, there's not really much else I can say right now because now I'm just like, okay, I got my photos and a little bit of videos in. Hope you guys enjoyed. I love doing these like makeup tutorial videos. I swear, I have a good layer on. Why is the camera doing me so dirty? Like, hold on. Like, I swear to you, I'm not that blotchy. The camera's just doing me dirty over here. Like, this is that. Yeah, I swear. It's very much giving college dorm Jester. I'm sure there's an AU of that somewhere. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want to see any more cosplay tutorial videos, please let me know because I don't mind doing them when I have the energy. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, comment, like, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Any other cosplay tutorials, I would be happy to show you guys because I do a lot of cosplays and I'd love to show how I do them all in my own little authentic way. Remember, knowledge is power, but doing research is wise. And I hope you guys stay safe and have a fun week. See you guys. Now to play Minecraft.